show you kind of like a 4-phase system of how you can use it. You can partner on it, as you kind of saw here, which is super fun too. So there's lots of different ways we can use them. So this was kind of the, 3 years ago, the first level of having monkey bars in the living room. And then I've been familiar with the yoga swings for about 5 or 6 years when they first came out, and all those folks. And then Aruna came into my life, who's the founder of Fly Jam, co-founder, and it's an amazing swing. I don't know if you guys have used the other swings. This one is much more versatile, stretchy, comfortable, just feels really appropriate for kind of like the yoga environment. And just recently, I had the vision of creating a 5-pointed star pyramid monkey bar system. So this one is brand new. So you guys are all christening my new baby. And this one has a little bit more stability, a little bit higher for some of the tall people who were like, their heads were hitting the ground. The one thing I'm mentioning this is because these are, excuse me for a second, these ones move on the ends. So if you wind up leaning on your weight here, it's going to tip. That no longer happens with the legs on the sides, it's just the ankle here. In this direction, you have like complete stability. So you can do like fun things like this and hang straight off and it'll totally hold you. Not that way. So just something to keep in mind about these two sets, which are identical, but you can see the pretty color difference. So that's the one thing I'd like to point out about the monkey bars in particular, is we keep refining the design. And we have been going around to different festivals and events and really fun like music, yoga kind of gatherings. And there's actually a bigger play structure that is a 5-pointed star sacred geometry portal. And that's really like the mothership of the quantum playground. So this actually has a bigger expansion. And then we're introducing more play toys and poles and chairs and cubes and all kinds of things. And so you guys are coming in at a really exciting time of creating something innovative and new for both the fitness world and the yoga world and the need for play. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about how the quantum playground came into being and birthing this whole last year. So the swings, we're going to work against the wall.
I'd like to maybe pick up that note.
Yeah.
Also just talk a little bit about the swings and all their applications and some of the things that we'll be working on today. Is that okay before we start?
Yeah.
This is Fly Jam. I actually started in aerial dance about 25 years ago where we did a hammock. And then I saw the OM gym and worked with that, which I liked. And then I used another piece of equipment, but I kept contacting the companies and saying, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about this? And then before I knew it, I was teamed up with this lady and we made our own swings with the help of the fire department, who make fire rescue equipment. So the fire department's actually sitting behind this. And they're all cute guys. And anyway, this swing is just one of 13 pieces of our whole system. So we also have leg pieces, wristies, all kinds of things. But I think one of the things that's so incredibly exciting to me about this is that you can truly take it anywhere. It works up against the wall, it works from the ceiling, it works for rehab. There's a whole system now out there called Red Cord, which is a rehab system, and this does everything Red Cord does. So this can be very, very versatile, and it can work for people who are in rehab and who can't even walk. I've worked with people in wheelchairs. And also it can be for aspiring circus performers and everybody else in between. And that being said, today I'm more like the entry-level flyer. So I often work with lower swings and beginners. I'm that go-to person today. Jen is more the high flyer. She's amazing. She just is a natural gymnast. Should be in Cirque du Soleil. And so she shows and embodies that aspect of things. So just to let you know that we're both like on the different ends of the spectrums too. So that's how we work best. And we are going to start with the swings against the wall. So the ladies who are injured also might want to team up and work together as well.
So just one thing about that there, like we're going to work against the wall with the swings, and of course we're working in open space with the monkey bars. What we would like to do is have partners. So whenever you're using any piece of equipment, we all want to be like teamed up. Not only so we can learn from each other and have like the visual aid of like, really getting the different stretches, the different routines, but also just for safety and have somebody right there if you need them. So I'm going to encourage everyone to have a partner. We can rotate, we can switch it up. You have 4 very experienced people in the room. Rose is also playing, but we're going to like treat her, like she's brand new, so she can really learn a lot today. But we have lots of people that are experienced that partner up with that feels more comfortable. Like I would actually like an experienced person with an injured person. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I mean? Because especially because I do healing work, I do therapeutic, lots of advanced different forms of healing. So I'd like to work with some of the injured people and give them some really good advice, but I also like to do really advanced stuff. So if you guys are interested in really like going for it, I'd like to show you some of our high flying advanced moves. But we have Leah, who's also really good at some of this stuff too. But we're all like, Runa is excellent and amazing at everything. She's just really, really good at getting people very comfortable and helping them feel really safe in their body. Like I do things and people are like, oh my God, I don't want to do that, But I'm also, happy and very willing to work with people who are just starting out. I like the therapeutics and I like the acrobatics, so I kind of do that end. And Aruna is really good at everything in between and all around.
You'll also see that there's a lot of crossover between the equipment. And there's some basic, 3 basic holds that we use for everything. So you'll see how you can apply that and how the more wraps you have, the more places of contact that you're making, the easier a move is going to be. So you're going to learn to think in 3D. It's not just dancing on the floor anymore, using the floor, banging on the wall, the ceiling, all kinds of things are coming into play. So, okay?
Do we have any questions before we jump into some technique?
No questions, but I had a request before we start.
Yes.
That we go around the circle again with maybe names and a
Yes.
movement.
Names and movements out.
Like a movement,
Okay.
a game to kind of there's names in the bones.
Yes.
Oh, am I starting? You're looking.
It was a request. I was looking for a yes, no, or maybe.
Yeah, I was asking you to begin. That was my okay, go for it.
I didn't get
Yeah, it's all right.
Why don't you start?
Okay. I'm Luna, and then you guys say, Luna, you're gonna do the movement. And it's
Oh,
a thing.
that's okay. I love that. Okay. Thank you.
So I'm Luna.
Oh, I get to go next. Okay, I'm Jen Healy. I'm Leah.
I'm Pam. I'm Lori. I'm Rose.
I'm Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
That was awesome.
That's good.
So why don't that felt really good. So why don't we, while we're in a circle, just take a few moments to stretch, before we get on the swings. Does that feel good to everyone?
Yeah.
We're going to stretch out a lot on the swings, but let's just first start with a wide straddle forward fold and shift the hips a little bit from side to side. Thank you for that reminder. Let the neck go. Shake the head out. Make some space in between the vertebrae already. Get comfortable with this semi-inversion. Getting into the hip creases, lubricating all the joints, letting the shoulders sway back and forth, side to side. And let it feel good. Let gravity start to do the work. And then when you come to your right side, let's just shift. Come into a little bit of lunge movement here. And I teach a dance yoga style called aggressive dance yoga. And I do a lot of pulsing. So let's just create a pulse in the hips. So we're really activating and opening up the heart. So the heart pulls open. And exhale, just kind of draw the energy in, engaging the energy towards the core. Exhale. Inhaling open. Exhale, curving. So just kind of pulls a little bit in the body here. Finding the alignment. And then we're just going to sway and swagger our way over to the left and swing to the other side. Sway, opening up the hips. Here. always feel free to bring the knee down. Always feel free to take care of the shoulders, of the neck, of the wrist, and giving it exactly what it needs to feel good. And try to lift those. Good. Now let's add an arm movement here. We're just going to swing the left arm up and around, doing a full circle and back down again. Still keeping that undulation and that pulse in the spine. So we're warming up the shoulders. Very good. Breathing in, circulating around. And then swing to the other side. 5 circles. Right around. Finding the breath, matching the movement. I got we have the Zumba music happening next door. I'm going to put some stuff on. Nice. Now we're going to come back through center. Walk the feet about hip distance. Swing a little bit from side to side, locking it out, and then one knee at a time. Then the other. Now we're going to slowly roll up, and we're going to do a whole rhythm wave in the spine and the body. So keeping your body rounded, your back rounded, your head heavy. Inhaling, roll it all the way up, arms come overhead. Breathe, 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 stretch, 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 and then exhale. Let the wave come back down. 5 more times like this. Inhale, rolling it up. Heavy head, open up the heart when you get to the top. Arms up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale. Drop it in. Good. Inhaling, rolling up. Nice and slow, and I feel good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And you're going to start. One more time. All the way up, breathing on. Reaching. Feel your belly. And then shake it out a little. Shake the head, shake the arms, shake everything. So whatever sounds feel good. And then slowly roll up one more time. And now we're going to be like the leaping willow in the wind. Just stretching from side to side. Getting the arms, getting my overhead. Just getting my hips moving in opposite directions. Just creating the spirals in the body. Just let it feel good. Gentle to begin. So we are going to work at different levels. So kind of decide, do you want to do therapeutic? Do you want to do strengthening? Do you just want to do stretching? Do you want to just have fun and be innovative and play? Or do you want to do like a mixture and combo? Just kind of keep that in your own attention and feel free to share with us when we're doing things. Ask for different suggestions. Let's grab the wrists and start to pull the side body open from side to side. The whole body spiraling open and communicating each of the different aspects. Very good. I feel good. We're basically going to work everything today. Every little nook and cranny will be included in the multidimensional experience. Yeah. And remind us if there's any injuries, especially in the shoulders, if we do some type of big shoulder opening. If that doesn't feel good, just say, what's the alternative for this? So we don't want to do anything that goes beyond our limits. I have a little knee injury, so I'm going to be very gingerly with my knee. And what I find is that working the bars and the swings, my body can do everything, even incorporating the care for an injury. So that's what's really great about the equipment. Does that feel good? Does anybody else need any other stretching? Anything else that's to shake out?
I forgot to mention that I have like shoulders.
Yeah, that's a popular choice.
Right shoulder.
Yeah. So we're going to do some good therapeutics for that. Okay, just remind us if we move into something and it feels like a little much. So yeah. I'm going to change my mood. Okay. Reality.
from us anyway.